What's up guys, it's Diamond Mind. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a highly requested yet super exciting video. It is the review for the beautiful Rihanna makeup line called Fenty Beauty. I'm so excited to be coming on here to talk to you guys about a couple of the products that I picked up, but off top, let me let y'all know what I did not pick up because I was not feeling it. Everything that I picked up, I wanted to give it a try. I also went into the store to swatch a couple of things when I was in Vegas. In Vegas, the first go round, the only thing I picked up, or the only thing I was interested in at that time, was the foundation because it was a soft matte foundation. I tried that on all day. It was a plus, so she passed that test. So I said, you know what, let me spend some more coins, honey, and went back and got some more stuff, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys in this video. So the stuff that I did not get and I was not feeling, because
sis, I just feel like it was overrated.
The one thing that I feel like is overrated in this entire beauty line is Trophy Wife. I'm just not feeling this, sis. I just think it's too gold. It's just too bright, bitch. It's just too gold. That's just my opinion. I wasn't really feeling any of the other highlighters either. I felt like one pan you get this intense highlighter, and the other pan you get a highlighter that you can barely see on your skin, and I just wasn't feeling that. So this is pretty much how the Fenty Beauty makeup looks on skin. If you're interested in knowing what I got and how I applied it and how it blended, definitely stay tuned. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me make sure my hair is back so you guys can focus on this. So I'm going to start off by doing one side with a different primer and the other side with the Rihanna primer. This one is my favorite Smashbox primer, the Photo Finish primer. I wanted to just see how this foundation does if I decided not to use the Rihanna primer, or if I did not like her primer. I wanted to be able to know that I can still use my favorite primer and it would look good. So we're going to also test that out in this video. Again, I did pick up the Fenty Beauty primer. I was mainly attracted to this primer because it says it is supposed to be a smooth, pore diffusing finish extended makeup wear. This is a very cute packaging. It does come with a pump, so I'm only going to take about that much. The consistency looks like it's pretty good. It's not runny at all. It does have a little pigment to it, more like a pinky, like a very, very light pink tone color primer. Oh, okay, good. It doesn't show up pink. Oh, wow. This feels really, really good. Always get oily in my T-zone and like my brows. Do y'all brows ever get oily? Mine do. Moving on to the Smashbox primer. Okay. I can tell a little difference with the different type of primer. This side looks a lot more smoother than my Smashbox, and I'm surprised by that because I live by my Smashbox primer. The primary thing that I wanted to try in the Fenty Beauty line was the foundation. I actually picked up my foundation in Las Vegas, as I stated earlier. Now here's the trick to the foundation. She offered so many shades. A bitch can't even go in and choose the right shade. That's just how many shades it is. I got the color 370, and I was somewhere between 370 and 380. I was going to pick up 380, but then the girl at Sephora told me, you know, to go a shade lighter because this product does oxidize. Anytime you have a foundation that's going to oxidize, you always want to go with the lighter shade. It may look like, oh my God, that's too light. But once you blend it out, once it sits and it oxidizes, it's normally going to change one or two shades. So always go lighter. You can always make the foundation darker by applying bronzing powder or setting powder. So the foundation is supposed to be a medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. Wow. Okay. I'm here for it. Before I apply my foundation, I'm going to talk about the Beauty Blender. This is how the sponge look. I wanted you guys to see it before I actually wet it. And it has like a egg shape here. Then it has a flat shape at the top. And then it also has a flat shape on the side. So this is the Beauty Blender Damp. To me, it's a little bit more squishier than the regular Beauty Blender. Okay. Oh, ooh. This is really pretty. This is really pretty. Foundation has a light smell to it, but nothing bad. Ooh. Do y'all see that? Oh, man. Oh, let me blend because it does dry fast. So the color blends right on into my skin. It's a little bit light, just a little bit, but not a whole lot. And here's the one thing that I love with this Beauty Blender is this flat tip right here. Sometimes I have a very hard time trying to get the foundation right above my eyebrows without messing up my eyebrows. So I don't know if you did that on purpose, Rihanna, but this is an amazing feature. I was kind of skeptical at first because it didn't have a pointy tip. But now that I see that I can use this tip to apply it right above my eyebrows to make sure there's foundation there. So this is pretty much how the foundation looks when it's on. Again, this is the side with the Rihanna primer. And this is the side with the Smashbox finish, and it does not have any foundation on. Finish off the other side using my Sephora 41. I'm just going to blend. So it blends in pretty good with the brush as well. So that's a plus. I will say it's very easy to blend. I will say this is definitely a medium coverage. So this is pretty much how the foundation looks. I don't know if you guys can see if there is any difference. Keep in mind, this is the Beauty Blender side and this is the foundation brush. I'm honestly leaning more towards the Beauty Blender side just because the Beauty Blender helped cover a little bit more of my imperfections on this side on my cheeks. Foundation brush, some of my imperfections I can still see shining. I can still see poking through the foundation, which is fine with me because it gives more of a natural look as well when you don't have on so much foundation. But this side definitely gives off a more smooth blended look. I did pick up a few of the concealers. The first one I picked up is the Match Stick Trio. I got the color Tan 300, which has caramel, truffle, and rum. This was $52. So basically the individual highlighters are $25. So you're basically buying two and you're getting one free. So I really think that was a good deal. For one, let's just talk about the packaging here. I love the magnetic whole deal. Let's just show you guys. See? And there's so many different ways that you can shape it. So that's the highlighter, like a very soft, subtle, bronzy color. This one is caramel, which is supposed to be the highlighter. Sorry. That's caramel. This one is honey. And that is on this side, which is more of a peachy highlighter. Okay. And this one is truffle, which is the contour. Which looks like that. I really think this was a really good color combo. Start off with caramel. Goes on really smooth, but I don't feel like it's going to be light enough for me as a highlight. Now I do feel like this would be really good for like a natural highlight if you don't want to wear a whole lot of product. Honey has that peachy undertone too, which I like because it doesn't look real ashy on my skin tone. Okay guys, this is where I can see the difference. My pores are a lot more visible now that I added this concealer. Let me see if I can get a close-up so I can show you guys. Of course, I'm going to still take my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend out both sides. My pores, it blended, but it's still very noticeable. I need to add a little bit more concealer. My pores are not as visible, but this side, it seems like it melted into my skin. She doesn't have a setting powder, so I'm just going to use my Sacha Buttercup powder. I really like how nothing sits on top of the skin. It's like everything melts. In the same matchstick trio, it comes with a contour and highlighting. I've kind of fallen back from contouring, but I just want to use all of the products so I just see, you know, what it does and how it looks on my skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it. This one is called Truffle. I'm just going to use a little bit. I don't want to use too much. I'm not going to do up here because I normally don't, so I'm not going to do anything extra that I don't normally do. Subtle that is. It's a very pretty color. Make sure I go up. I'm blending it out. It also comes with a highlighter. This one is in the color Rum. Well, first off, girl, you need to blend your nose. I really love the flat edge. The trio also comes with a highlighter. Ooh. Definitely need to blend it out though, because it will come up like streaky. Oh wow, this is a really pretty color. I feel like it's stuck though. This ain't moving. It really ain't moving. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's not moving. I'm telling you, it's like these products are melting into your skin. You can't really see the highlight from the front, like some highlighters, but once you turn to the side, bitch, fuck it up. The last thing that I picked up from the Fenty beauty line is the blotting powder. Let's see, it's supposed to be Invisimatte. It's supposed to be an instant refresh on the go filter effect. This is the sponge that it comes with as well. I know I won't be using this. It's definitely white, but it doesn't appear white on the skin, I hope, once you blend it out. I did swatch it in the store. It does come off white, but once you blend it onto the skin, it's not visible at all. Because she does not have an actual foundation powder, I'm going to be using my favorite drugstore foundation powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm in the color 360, and I'm just going to use this to finish off the entire look. And I also want to see if once I apply this powder, if if the highlighter is going to move or it's going to become darker. Still there. So that's the test that it melts into your skin. You know, sometimes when you apply powder over a highlight, it moves, but not here. So this is how everything looks once it's all together, honey, and melted into the skin. Yeah. Let's get into it. Probably the number one question is it really that great? Yes, it's really that great. So let me just break it down on what my thoughts and my opinions are on the Fenty beauty line. Is it worth the hype? Yeah, like this is a really nice makeup line. It's worth the hype in so many ways beyond the product. To me, it's worth the hype when you have a big influencer like Rihanna that comes out and start her own makeup line. She delivered. She delivered 40 different shades to fit every skin tone possible. This is her first makeup launch, and she nailed what we have been begging for decades. Offer more shades. There are women of color that wear makeup. There are women of color who wants to feel beautiful, who wants to feel involved. And so many makeup lines ignored us. Did not even bother to introduce deeper shades to their makeup line. And I have to give it to Rihanna. I have to, for that very reason, because she came in and did something that makeup companies that's been on the market for decades have yet to do to this day. She came in first round and shut it down. Do you hear me? So I'm here for that. I love everything that I got, from her highlighter to her concealer to her foundation to her primer. Haven't tried the blotting powder yet, but I'm really anxious to do so. I'm going to actually do that tomorrow when I wear it out and about. I did have an opportunity to wear this foundation in some very, very hot weather, which was Vegas. I did not use all of the other products because my primary focus was I wanted to try out the color shade that I got, which was 370. I wanted to see if that color was going to oxidize or if I needed to go darker or lighter. I only used the foundation, and when I tell you, this foundation lasts from 11:30 that morning until 4 o'clock that night when I took it off. This is some great foundation. You guys know I love my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I take that foundation everywhere I go where it's going to be hot, when I'm going to be on vacation, when I need my face to be matte, intact, and in place. That foundation never freaking fails me, ever. And to find a new foundation by someone who just started their own makeup line, bring something to me that's very similar to that, that's dope. That's amazing to me. And she black. I mean, I'm just being real. And she black. So you winning, sis. We got you. We support you. We got you. Okay? A lot of thought went into this product line. This was definitely not something just put together and thrown to the public. This is not that type of line. I'm really excited to see what she comes up with next, honestly. Because if this is what you're presenting to me the first time you're in the beauty industry, oh my God, I can't wait to see what's next. This is my take on the new Fenty Beauty makeup line by Rihanna. I hope you guys get a chance to just go out, play with some of the product. I know a lot of the product is sold out online, but if you have a local Sephora, definitely go in there, play with the product, get samples of the foundation, and just see how you like it. I hope this video is helpful to you guys when deciding on if you should try the Fenty Beauty, if you shouldn't, what you should try out of the line. So I hope this video made that decision or that choice a lot easier. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.